Hello, Virgo. This is 𝑍⍰🍊🖼, and this is your full moon reading in the sign of Pisces. Pisces, I'm a Pisces moon, so Pisces can be a little bit strenuous on the emotions when it's in moon energy. I speak from experience, but it's not like that for everyone. For you, Virgo, and this is for Virgo, sun, moon, and rising. Okay, so whatever aspect of your chart resonates with Virgo. I'm a Virgo in my Venus, so I feel that this energy will definitely resonate with me as well. For some of you, there may be a relationship. Could be with a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or it could be any sign actually. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Five of Pentacles. You or someone else could be feeling left out in the cold. It could be a sense of not feeling emotionally safe. You or the other person may not be emotionally present or mentally present, or maybe one person is not home a lot, whatever the case may be, but there's a sense of not really feeling included in this connection necessarily. This could be you, Virgo, and it could be this other person. Okay. It could be someone that you're married to. You could be dealing with a Taurus, possibly. Or maybe you have Taurus in your chart. But you have the Two of Cups here. This represents obviously a relationship, a connection. For those of you who are not in a relationship, or you're probably not thinking about being in a relationship, this represents your masculine and feminine energy balancing out or needing to be balanced. Okay. This is a union of energies. Okay. If you find yourself more in tune with your masculine energy and not, then there's a need to understand that feminine energy. Pisces is represented by the moon card in the tarot. So, and it also represents the high priestess. Okay. Strong Pisces energy. The Page of Cups, even, it's energy of deep empathic energy. The darker aspects of ourselves that we may be afraid to face, darker aspects of our lives that we may be afraid, that we may have tucked away in the dark, hoping that it doesn't arise again. Pisces energy can be very intense, especially in moon energy. Okay, so it can be very heavy on your emotions. And in this, if there are those who are not in a relationship and you're not really thinking about that, there is a need for transformation. There's a need for change internally. It could be a thought process about yourself. It could be a thought process about how you feel about the world around you, about other people. Maybe it could be a thought, a certain perspective and perception of relationships for you, where you just feel it's not really that important. Maybe you've been hurt in the past and you just don't, where you felt left out in the cold and you're just not thinking about ever being in a relationship. You prefer to focus on work or family, or if you have children, maybe it's your children you prefer to focus on, and you're just not open to relationships. Don't get too caught up, because I've done that. I'm a Virgo in my Venus, so I've been there, where you've been hurt so badly, whether it be once or a few times, where you just make up your mind, like, I don't care about relationships. I don't care about this connection with another person. I don't want to be hurt again. And if relationships bring that much pain, then I don't want any of it, but that's the pain talking. Okay. Pisceans, the Pisces that I know in my life, like they feel very deeply, they They can sometimes be driven by emotions sometimes, and when they're hurt, it's hard for them to ever go back, but for you, Virgo, it's it may be a challenge if you're not in a relationship to go back to that energy of that lovebird energy. You prefer to be maybe focus on yourself and focus on your career, your money, or your family instead of focusing on a relationship. But I feel that the universe, for those of you who resonate with that energy, there may be those of you where the universe and this full moon is going to urge you to change your perspective. Okay, because there may be someone on their way and you're not feeling it. The universe understands that, but we can kick and scream and say we're not ready or we don't want this and we don't want that. But the universe, it knows what's best, and for those who are in a relationship, there's a need for change in that connection with that person. There may be a conversation that needs to be had, okay, with that person. Because you guys, at the core of your reading, you have the Tower. This is divine intervention, okay? This is spiritual interruption, okay? This is when the universe says, okay, it's time to kickstart this. It's time to get this done. We don't have, you don't have time to, as they say, lollygag. This is not the time to take your sweet time. This is the time to take action. Okay, and you may not have the strength to do so. This may be, or maybe you're not paying attention, possibly, it happens. But the universe is going to step in, and with this moon energy, it's going to provide you with an option, it's going to urge you to embrace this change, whatever this change is in this relationship with this person. Okay, even if you're in a relationship, whether you're married to this person or not, you may have a certain outlook on this relationship. Maybe you feel that what's more important is the finances and not the passion behind the relationship or the connection. In order for this relationship to work for the long term, you have to look at the emotional aspect of it. How is that person feeling about you? How is that person feeling about how you're treating them, or whatever. How are you feeling about that person and how they treat you sometimes, or in general? You know what I mean? So the universe is here to tear down any blockages or anything that's in the way of this progression. Okay, it's scary. It looks scary. It sounds scary, but in the end of it all, you have the World card, and you can be dealing with a fixed sign. You can be dealing with a Leo, a Taurus, an Aquarius, or a Scorpio. Okay, or a Capricorn. But whoever you're dealing with, whatever you're dealing with, whether you're in a relationship or not, whether you're thinking about being in a relationship or not, this is about completion. It's about completing a cycle, it can be hard for Virgos to focus on the emotional. I mean, I'm not saying that you guys you can't access your emotions. It's just, if I know anything about Virgos, especially Virgos in my life, you guys are very hardworking people. You guys are workaholics, if anything, and that's something I appreciate about your sign. Without you guys in the world, we wouldn't have, proactive individuals, the teachers that we have and the counselors we have, or, you guys are very, very proactive people, or you can be. Okay, but sometimes you guys can get in the rut of hermiting. That's why you guys are considered in the major arcana in the tarot, that Virgo is the hermit. You guys can tend to keep things to yourself a lot of the time, and not really speak on the emotional aspects of your life. You prefer to just move on and get the work done and just be done with it. But I feel like this Pisces full moon is going to urge you to really focus on that emotional sector of your spirit, okay, of your being. And it may seem scary, and that's okay, but at the end of the day, the universe wants you to see the big picture of who you are, the big picture of your masculine and feminine energies within yourself. What are they lacking? What do they need? And if you are in a relationship, or you're looking forward to being in a relationship, there is still a balance that needs to take place with you and this other person internally, and I feel that the universe is saying it's time that this change takes place, that it takes effect, so that we can move on towards completion, being done with this cycle. It could be some of you may be going through like this redundant cycle in a relationship where it's just not really working out. You may feel like it's not working out, and you may not feel the need to put any more effort or energy into it. But the universe is, and this is probably when the universe is going to step in for you and say, hey, let us help you out, let us bring about this change. And it's kind of up to you to embrace that change and to do something about it, and to work with the universe in regards to that change in order to bring about this completion. Some of you may be moving with your partner, or thinking about moving with your partner, or you guys are somewhat at a distance, maybe they don't like traveling, but you do. I don't know, maybe you don't like traveling and they do. I don't know. And maybe you guys feel one or the other feels left out in the cold because of that. There's many different scenarios that may resonate with a lot of you or a few of you. But, at the end of the day, the biggest thing that I see for your reading, whether you're male or female, whether you resonate with masculine or feminine energy, whether you're coupled, married, or not, none of the above, if you're single, the biggest energy that I see here is transformation, divine intervention, and a need to end a cycle, to bring everything full circle and be done with that redundancy and that stagnation. Okay. It's time for change. Things may feel comfortable the way they are for a while, but eventually, as planets move and go into retrograde and go direct, as moon phases change and sun, the seasons change, eventually, so do we have to change. We're not excluded from the change in the cosmos and in the universe. We all have to move wherever the universe moves, and if we're not moving, we're left out, we're left behind, or the universe ends up bringing out this tower energy, making us move. You know what I mean? So be open to change, be open to this transformation, be open to this disruption, so to speak. Okay. All right, Virgo. Well, it was a pleasure reading you and feeling your energy for this Pisces moon. I hope and pray that this is not a grueling time for you during that moon energy. I pray that you guys are open, that you open yourself up to this energy, because it will help you so much. It's going to help you so much. And it may help your partner if you're partnered, or it may help you find a partner, a boyfriend or girlfriend, or that future husband or wife that you're looking for. Okay. Well, I love all of you, and I appreciate all of you. I really do. All of you around the world. And I send love and light to each and every one of you. All right. Take care. Bye.